Gentlemen, welcome to another Scrimcast here. It's Wednesday afternoon, and I'm, of course, Bobby J. Otherwise, you could just see that on my channel name, so it's kind of pointless. I just need to turn up my game sound because I just forgot to. So bring that up here. You might be able to hear the birds chirping now. So here we go, we're all good. We've got Team Space up against Tiltmode here. I think we're going to be doing a best of 5, so this will be on happening until we finish up roughly about 8:30, then we'll be moving on to another set of scrims. So Ilios is being played here, not one of the most played King of the Hill maps, but it's starting to see it every now and then as one of those surprise picks, so it's good to see teams starting to indulge in some Ilios, because you'll start to see Ilios, Numbani, Route 66 a lot more as the maps rotate and teams try to get an advantage on other teams. As they're going to walk out the entranceway here, they're going to use a Mercy here, Team Space, which is they've got Mercy Lucio, so you're definitely going to be at a disadvantage not using an Ana, because those biotic grenades and the nano boost are just too worthwhile, and a sleep dart. It's just such a great kit for Ana as they're just battling here towards the statue. You need to be careful of getting booped off here, so Lucius will try and do that, along with Divas as well, who will knock you off. So more of a typical setup here for tilt mode. They have a more structured lineup, I feel. So it's a lot more meta right now, but they do if this is a good Genji player, he can get in the back line and kill the Ana. That should be his job as Galafor and Soldier 76 get the first kills each. That's 5 on 5 right now. Now 4 on 4 as both Divas exchange kills. As Molten's just trying to back away there, as Galafor is caught onto the site now, as members starting to gather around him, but he charges his way out, giving himself some space before being taken out by Flocky here. And Flocky was my MVP last week. Let's see if he can be the MVP once again. He's bouncing back to his team before being taken out by Alpha Kiwi here. So first cap of the game coming for Team Space now as we round it out. And they've already got 2 ultimates here with the self-destruct. No, make that 3 with the not a nano boost, the sound barrier, and the Dragon Blade here with Warfare. And now they got the Earth Shatter, so 4 ult advantage. It won't be too long until Tilt Mode get their ultimates up as well, but they need to make sure they can try and bait out some ultimates here, go in dry, bait them out of Team Space, because they've got such an advantage right now, but it's only at 20%, so this is a good opportunity to go in dry, not use any ultimates, and bait as many out as possible from the enemy team. As the Dragon Blade and the Self-Destruct have been popped here, and a Sound Barrier, so this is a lot of ultimates coming out for Team Space here, and Tilt Mode haven't used any ultimates yet, so this is good for them. Or unless Flocky's just switched onto a new character. So this is good now for Tilt Mode. They've baited out 3 ultimates, and now they've put themselves in the advantage. They're only at 43%, so they have a good opportunity now to take it. If they lose this fight, it will be a lot more difficult using up a lot of their ultimates, and the advantage will be back with Team Space. And if they've got the advantage and they've still control at like 80-90%, then the game is basically theirs. So this is the must-win fight now for Tilt Mode. Moving in, they've popped the sound barrier, ready to go in, using the Graviton Surge to catch the front line. They've already picked up a double kill here with Kunpon. Amakoyori tries to get the Deadeye, only gets 1 kill on top of NJW, as the rest of Tilt Mode is just flooding through the checkpoint right now, just picking up kills. Amakoyori doing a good job picking up Lila there, so he did get 2 kills in that exchange. Make that 3 kills, so he's done a good job to stay alive before being taken out by Flocky there, but good job for you, Coyote. You did get 3 kills amongst all that chaos, but to the credit of Team Space, the res comes in. This may work out for them, as they've got more members now surrounding Tilt Mode, but that should have been something where you wanted to absorb a lot of ultimates from Team Space, then get the resurrection off, because you could have just waited for the regroup. But NJW does get a kill here with the nano boost on top of him. Going around here on the outside, he's surrounded out Alpha Kiwi. But Warfare has popped a Dragon Blade, I believe now. He got a double kill before being taken out to NJW. So a lot of the ults becoming very messy here for Team Space, and some missed opportunities for them. As Warfare is now jumping onto the Reaper instead of the Genji. Could have still went Genji and clean up on the back line, but the main problem for Team Space is running the Mercy on King of the Hill. It's just kind of, it's not where it should be at the moment. You could go with Zenyatta instead of Ana if you want another option, but Mercy is very difficult, as it has little impact on the game. It's it's such quick fights that happen, and it's easy to get caught out. See, look at the bionic grenade just landed on like several members. They can't even move forward, and the shield's beginning to crack for Gallifore there. So he's going to charge in, trying to catch the Zarya out, but Coupon's pretty quick to get there to defend for his team. Doing a good job as NJW catches Unquoted in the back line there. Bionic grenade landed here, but the self-destruct's going to come out from Slips. It's going to land right on top of Coupon's shield. It's not going to be able to kill anyone. Bolton's there in the back line. Throws in a Graviton Surge, a good, beautifully placed one right behind them. So many members caught in there. All the squishes are going to die here with the help of Flocky's whole hog. So great combinations of the ultimates there. They've still got the nano boost. They'll have a tactical visor as well, but that's going to be it. But good job, Tiltmode. You've improved each week that I've seen you, and your use of ultimates were a lot better, even though as I just mentioned before, that Team Space had the cap, but they wasted too many ultimates, and Tiltmode did the right thing. They went in dry when Team Space had the advantage, and if you notice that if you go in dry right at the start, and you bait out ultimates at 20-30%, and you keep all yours, you're now in the driver's seat, even if you lose the fight. So they went in dry, baited a lot of ultimates. They died during that fight. It got to about 50-60%, and pulled the trigger with the 5-6 ultimates they had, so they had about a 3 ultimate advantage. So, and since then they just didn't seem phased, because Team Space were using ultimates, but not. They were using their ultimates, but they weren't using them together, and they weren't using them efficiently, as you want to sync them up. But they can change that right now, and they can learn from their mistakes. They're not going to be running the. It's good to see they're not running the Mercy, so Pyrefrost now on the Ana. I'm sorry, that's not how you pronounce your name. But Mr. Marvel, he's quite low now as Lucio. He should be able to get his health back up pretty quickly, as NJW is now on the Tracer, being taken out by QWERTY. Hook comes out for Flocky, misses. So both teams have a loss on both sides. As Slips gets a nice hook on top of Flocky, he's got to be sent down. The Zarya shield was a little bit too late, but he got himself caught out of position there. As the bionic grenade, see how the difference is? You can just take people out. Slips gets a double kill. He's done a good job here. He's gotten 2-3 kills in this whole exchange right now, and gives him the first cap once again here, Team Space. Let's see if they can use their ults more efficiently this time. As QWERTY, he's been pretty good, like, the hook comes out from Slips again, so good job there. As Warfare's going to get hooked in, put to sleep, quickly awoken. Mech's been popped, but he should be able to get back to his team. But QWERTY did a great job picking up 3 kills earlier. Now this time around, he's the first one to hit his ultimate. Leela has as well with the nano boost. But QWERTY, you can take a look at him. He's doing a great job, and has that ultimate ready to go. And they just need to break that shield. And if you can wait for people to push in and get himself on a good angle, he'll be able to get a Deadeye off. And hopefully they can maybe combat it with. They've got a. They could use a Graviton, I guess. Not a Graviton, sorry, a self-destruct and throw it in the back line, as my camera's not in a good position as I was ranting on there. As Slips hits the whole hog, he pushed one person down with it, and they popped a sound barrier, and they've used a Graviton Surge here, but there's not going to be able to take full advantage of it, because only Flocky could get in there to get some damage off. He does hook Gallifore, but he gets hooked himself by Slips, and that's going to be about it there. So a good advantage now for Team Space with 3 ultimates now. And they've only got 2, well, they've got 3 on the side of Tiltmode. They need to use the Earth Shatter with the Nano Boost. So they need to make sure they can capitalize with this Earth Shatter to send everyone down and not deal with a sound barrier or anything like that. So if Coupon can land this Earth Shatter, they'll be in a good position. Flocky can maybe get around, use a whole hog to create some space for his team. You see him wrapping around here. He might be able to get it off and push some people down the well. Oh, Earth Shatter's going to be landed here. It's not going to get anyone. Coupon's going to fall in to the well. This is not good for Tiltmode now, as it's just full advantage now with Team Space. They've only got Molten on top of the point. They can quickly deal with him. They've taken out NJW. And a good job here for Team Space to be able to pull this win back. And a much better, much cleaner use of ultimates. As you can see, Ana was able to have an impact when Pyrefrost was on the Mercy. No impact in the game. Only got 1 res off, which wasn't needed at the time. Needed to bait out some ultimates with it. So, good job for Team Space to adjust during King of the Hill. Some teams kind of just get overwhelmed and they don't readjust during the changeover. Some people like to stick to their favoured characters, but when you're playing in a team and there's 6 of you, you got to try and cover all your bases, and everyone needs to have more than one champion, or one, not champion, this is not League of Legends, more than one hero in your pool, because you don't want to get caught out being a one trick. As you can see when the Zarya changes happened, or when the D.Va changes happened, Zarya was less favoured now, and you've seen a couple of Zarya players in the scene, especially from top teams, like Phantom being one of them from Alter Ego. He dropped out, he's left the team, he couldn't readjust and couldn't fix his hero pool because of just being a heavy Zarya player. So as we start things off, Slips gets the first kill on top of Flocky. So Flocky now on top of the Reaper. Still an okay pick. He's not as powerful as he once was, especially the nano boost not giving any movement speed bonuses now. Skeletor gets the kill on top of Kumpon. They're just gathering up here in front of the checkpoint. So no clear winner of ultimates here besides Galliford, who's at 84%. So they'll be having an Earth Shatter here to defend the point when tilt mode come through here. Expect them to not go through the choke. If they go through the choke, they may run into the Earth Shatter. So they're better off going here through the open, because they've got to know that Galliford had to be, because he got a lot of kills there, had to have charged up pretty quickly. Galliford, he has a good chance to land an Earth Shatter here, and he lands it too late. He left it a little bit too long. He could have landed on 3 or 4 people. Bionic Grenade, though, is a good one here from Pyrofrost. It lands on a couple of people. They've taken out Kumpon and Molten now. There's a couple of members still left alive here for tilt mode, but they're beginning to be surrounded here. Slips is trying to get a hook off, but it's just going. They're just going to be able to fall one by one. They're not going to be able to win this fight unless Reinhardt can get there. They've done a good job with Leela, though. He's done a good job to stay alive and heal everyone, as long as Mr. Marvel. So the two supports here for tilt mode have proven me wrong. They've stayed alive in the fight for quite some time, as Slips hits the whole hog with the nano boost, trying to create some space now for Team Space to get on top of the point. Quody does take out Kumpon. He's going to fall himself now, as a lot of members from tilt mode are starting to unload on top of the checkpoint, which is credit to the supports for staying alive for so long and keeping people alive. So Leela, he's done a great job of bionic grenading people and just keeping people healthy. So sometimes it's hard to stay alive as Ana, because you're not as mobile as some of the other supports, so like a Mercy or Lucio. So you've got to be sharp with your aim to keep yourself alive. So credit to Leela, and the supports have helped tilt mode get back into the game here. And it's off the back of Galliford's mistake of not landing that Earth Shatter, because he had the advantage at the start. He was ready to go with it, and then it was a little bit too late with it. But they're going to be back now. They've got the sound barrier and the Deadeye. Probably good to wait for Warfare. The better option for the Deadeye would be the Graviton Deadeye combo, but that's not going to be an option as the time is like ticking. It's not on their side unless Warfare can quickly charge it up. But they've got a lot of ultimates to work through tilt mode, right? CSAs have a lot of ultimates to get through with tilt mode, because you can see 4 ultimates here, and JW is going to have his up as well, as Flocky gets the kill on top of Pyro. Frost nano boost on top of Flocky. He's coming through. He's going to go through around for the flank. Would have been a little better now, but now he can still walk up, capitalize on that Earth Shatter from Kumpon, which was nicely done. He landed on about 4 people there. He's going to win the fight instantly. So they're in control now. They have a Tactical Visor Graviton Surge now for defense. So they can try and see which entry point Team Space is going to come through and be able to Graviton them together. As I'm looking in the wrong direction, because over here you see Warfare, but if you can get behind them, it'd be alright. I suppose he's not going to have the sound barrier on top of him, though, because he's so far away from his team. As the Earthshatter's going to come out from Galliford, he's got to charge through. He's got to get a couple of members, a couple of kills here before being taken out himself. Kumpon's though on top of the point, and he's still alive. I thought he always fell off here. I couldn't see where he went, but I think he just went straight through to the other side. And the tilt mode picks up the win here. It was a BO3, wasn't a BO5, but it'll be a best of 5. I think with all the scrims combined, they're going to go best of 5 matches. And JW picks up play of the match, but it pretty much came down to Galliford. They're missing that Earth Shatter. Ever since then, they couldn't get themselves back into the game here. Team Space did a good job last map on Well to stay in control throughout the whole fight. Team Space seemed to do quite well once they're in control, but once they're trying to get back control, I've noticed that that's where you've had your problems with tilt mode, are better at gaining back control. So